Welcome back. Those of you who choose to simply forget the past miss out on its fullest potential. There are valuable lessons to be learned from it, and those who choose to ask the right questions about their past are most prepared to live life to the fullest in the present. Now consider the lessons we can learn from the past. By simply asking the right questions, we can discover strengths and define us, the talents and abilities we use to navigate and provide value to this world would define the lives that we live and how we can change our lives. Now, learning from the past of others is the main theme of the first novel written by young writer student Maria Zaky, and the book is a journey that takes us into the past and the memories of other people. So allow me to welcome Maria Zaky, student of the Faculty of Mass Communication and a writer. Great having you with us, Maria.
Thank you.
Thank you for having you, Maria, with us. Now, your book is being presented here at the Cairo International Book Fair?
Yes, actually it's the second time. So it was the first time last year.
It's called Dear Tia?
Dear Tia, yes. And it's the second edition. Actually, today is the first day.
All right, wonderful. What was last year's book?
It was the same, the first edition.
Okay, this is the second edition.
Yes.
Okay, a very interesting theme. Very, very interesting theme.
Thank you.
You look at the past, you learn from the mistakes, but sometimes if you look at the past too much, you will drown in the past, you'll not be able to move forward.
There.
Yes, yeah. I know
live
a
with
quote,
the misery of the past.
A quote that I love so much. It says, "Look back, but don't stare." So I love it. Yeah, it's the main theme of the novel.
So, Maria, what inspired you with this theme in particular?
Well, the main plot is about the relationship between a grandmother and her granddaughter. So because I love my grandmother so much and I love knowing so much about the 60s back then, so she kept telling me about how they used to dress and how they used to like hang out and stuff. It's so different from now. So I was
totally
inspired.
Different society from now.
Yes, actually, so different. So that inspired me to write about the 60s back then. So it's mostly letters from the grandmother to her granddaughter. So the novel is two different eras parallel to each other. It's like back there in the 60s and then now the life of Tia, and back then the past experience of her grandmother. So
why did you choose English, as the writing language? Why didn't you write it in Arabic, for instance?
Okay, I didn't really think about it then, but I love expressing myself more in English, and I used to study all the literature and novels in my school in English also. So that's why Arabic, it's kind of hard, It's Arabic's not easy, and I think the market is now so stuffed by new Arabic writers. So I felt that this will differentiate me from anyone else, because you don't really see many writers who are Egyptian and they write in English. It's not that popular. Yeah.
Yes. Well, I believe, Maria, that for so many writers, choosing the book title would be the main challenge, because that would either get the attention of a person or drive him away. Because and they have this saying, never judge a book by its cover. So perhaps the cover and the title are very important for any writer. So what inspired you to choose this particular title, Dear Tia?
I like the title, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's because, as I said, that mainly the book is all about the letters the grandmother was writing back then to her granddaughter, and she gave it to her on her 18th birthday, when the grandmother has just passed out. So that's why every letter starts with the term Dear Tia. So I loved to name the book after the beginning of each letter,
Okay.
Okay. So, Maria, what has been important? Why has it been important for you to join the Cairo International Book Fair? I mean, you could have just, given it to a publishing house and sold it in the market and so on. But you were keen on being here at the book fair. So
of course,
yeah,
well, the fair is يعني, has always been a yearly ritual that I
Since
do
when?
since I was in primary school actually because I do
Great.
love reading. Reading is my obsession, it's my passion and hobby. So I used to come here every year as a reader.
Even when it was in Nasr City?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, as a reader.
a
So
reader.
this is my second time to be here as a writer. So it's kind of different. It feels good. So yes, of course, it's so important to be here because that's where all the readers and all the writers come and like shop for books.
Are you giving any like seminars or anything about your book? Any?
No, not really, but I was here and I wrote on my social media that I'll be here for people if they want to sign their copies or anything like that. But I have already made my signing before the fair, so I'm not going to be doing like something specific, but I will be there if anyone wants to sign their copies or stuff like that.
Okay. Now, I want to know from you something because today, as a TV presenter, I've been interviewing several psychiatrists and life coaches, and they always give the advice, never look back at the past and keep looking to the present, focus on the present and most importantly on the future. But for other people, mainly old people, they always tell us never forget your history, never forget the past in terms of history and traditions. That's it. How do you see that?
Okay, I'm only 22, so I cannot really give advices to people, but I think and
From
I
your own
believe.
point of view as a writer of
Yes,
the book.
I do believe that you have to look back. Don't stare, like I said, but you have to look back. You have to look that you don't want to like repeat your mistakes. You don't want to fall into the same traps that you used to fall in. And you need to learn. So that's how you learn. You look back, and then you don't repeat the same things that you have done. You're different. It's what has built
I
your
think
character.
you've pinpointed. I think Hela, Maria has pinpointed. Has gotten the heart of the issue, because I don't think there is a worse feeling than committing the same
Yes,
mistake
of course.
Over and over again.
over and over again.
Feels
That's
stupid.
the absolute worst feeling you can ever get. If you do a new thing that is bad or a mistake, you can forgive yourself. I mean, you can live with it. But if it's the same thing, you
Yeah,
blame yourself,
it's-
and it becomes so difficult.
Yes, you have to let go. At some point, you have to let go of the past, but you can't really just like ignore it totally. You can't do this. You need to learn from your
Now,
past.
personally, did you give this book to your grandmother to read it?
Yes,
How did she feel about it?
she kept saying, Maria, please translate it into Arabic. I cannot really read English and I don't really have time, because I named the grandmother in the book after her. So I kept telling her, like, you're the hero
So
of the
you
book.
used the same name.
Yes, Nadia. Her name is Nadia. So I used the same name. Of course, with a twist. يعني, I
Adaptation.
it's,
a little
yes,
bit of
it's kind of, it's not like reality, it's not biography. But I used her name, so she kept telling me, like, please translate the book into Arabic. I did not actually translate it. I don't have time nowadays, but I really want to do it so she can read it. She's so proud, yeah.
Yeah, learning from the past of others. I mean, that's easy because it doesn't hurt you, because you're not the one who made the mistake. So that's another very important point. Learning from the past of others.
Yes, but it's not that easy. I don't think it's easy because you don't get hurt, and you learn only by getting hurt.
So you want to tell me that you believe that if you're really gonna learn, then you have to get hurt.
Yes, I
at
think
some
that
stage.
pain is the best teacher. So yes, of course you can learn from others' mistakes. You can learn from books. You can learn even from movies. But you need to experience.
Experience, yeah.
Yes, experiencing the thing by yourself is totally a different experience. So you learn. You get
You're
you
a
get
firm
hurt.
believer of also another saying that the harder you fall, the greater you bounce.
Yes, of
you
course.
believe that.
Of course, yes.
Okay, now I want to know from you, what are the lessons you're trying to incorporate through the book, especially to younger generations, as young as you are?
I think they need to like enjoy every moment with every person before they
That's
You know,
very
like,
important,
yes.
because the younger generations now get to be, they sit in their bedrooms, they close the doors, they get
Always on
so
their
drowned
phones.
into their own digital
Yes.
world with their friends. Kids as young as 5 years old, they are holding their mobiles or tablets, and they are so disconnected from the family, and I used to talk with my friends and family about that, telling them that in the past we used to gather, we used to sit down, we used to appreciate the time when we used to go to the grandparents' house, have lunch every Friday, travel on summer vacations with them,
Yes.
and that's not the case anymore with the younger generations. So, do you think that this book is actually an eye opener for the 20s generation, or the people in their
I hope
20s now, it's a wake-up call for them to enjoy those moments before it's too late?
I hope it is. And many people told me that it's this thing about the grandmother granddaughter relationship. Not so many novels discuss this. Yeah, it's always about romantic stuff and those kind of relationships. I mean, like, those are also included in the book, but the main plot is that kind of relationship between the grandmother and the granddaughter. And so many comments I got, like many feedback from many people that's telling me, yes, I do experience this with my grandmother. She's the best one in the world, and they don't really like read anything about that kind of relationship elsewhere. So I hope it's an eye opener for some people to enjoy the moment and seize it before it's too late.
So Maria, tell me, do you consider yourself like old-fashioned, or do your friends and relatives tell you that you are a bit old-fashioned? And are you so also crazy with the new technology and stuff at the same time where you go back to traditional writing and stuff like that, or are you the old-fashioned style? How do you see yourself?
Okay, I'm not crazy about technology. Actually, I hate technology. I love planning on, like,
You're unique, one of a kind, let me tell you.
Thank you. I love planning with a pen and a paper, and I hate like
she
everything.
should have been in our generation.
Okay.
Like 20
Yes,
years ago.
I keep telling my mom.
generation,
I keep
was 10
telling my
years
mom
ago,
I
yeah.
shouldn't.
Yeah.
I should have lived back then.
Yeah.
And I'm here. Like, I have been shopping for books. Like, I nearly paid all my money because I don't like reading PDFs. I don't like reading ebooks.
Wonderful.
I love.
So what do you personally shop for here at the Cairo International Book Fair? What do you look for yourself to buy, to read?
What kind of books?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love
Attracted you?
novels. I love novels.
English? Or just
yes,
English?
novels. I read Arabic as well. But because I write English, I need to read English as well. Psychology, I'm so much into psychology. I do love psychology. And because you need to read, like, so deep in psychology to be able to, like, describe the characters in your novel, and different characters with different characteristics. You need to be aware of the psychological and social problems that exists, actually. So mainly psychology, mainly novels. Those are the main. Marketing also, because I'm so much into marketing, and it has so many stuff to do with psychology as well, marketing. So
So what would be your next plan after the book? What's your next plan?
okay, I want to graduate, and then
That's an important target.
Yes, very important. So keen on graduating. And then I really want to write another book, another novel. But I think that I need time. I need time because I need to do something and write something that my readers would be proud of. I need to go deep into the characters and analyze them from a psychological point of view. So I think I'm gonna need some time after graduating to be able to, like, meet the high expectations of my readers. Yeah.
Any plans to jump into the Arabic pool? Because, I mean, if you are so much into writing and so much into psychology, and you want to give like a detailed analysis of the personality, and we don't see, hella, much of this in today's Arabic cinema or Arabic movies or Arabic
And you're
series.
a student of Mass Comm as well.
And
You should utilize on that.
So maybe one day, you could write for something good for Arabic cinema or series. Is that part of your plans, or is it or is it far-fetched?
I never thought actually about writing for the cinema, like script and stuff, because I don't think that what I write would like match what the Egyptians like nowadays to watch. It's not really like on their list. And I don't think that I can like write Arabic novels nowadays because
Slang. What about slang? Arabic novels. There are. Slang
I don't love
novels.
slang.
Not slang,
books.
but colloquial Arabic, if
yeah,
I might say.
yeah.
Not slang, just colloquial.
Yeah, I don't believe in those kind of books. I love like Naguib Mahfouz and those kind of people. So.
Naguib Mahfouz wrote in colloquial as well as classical Arabic.
Yes, but I don't feel like I'm talented in writing like slang or colloquial Arabic. So I don't feel
He
myself
mixed both,
talented.
actually. If you get a chance to read the Lissu Kilab or the Thief and the Dogs, he mixed standard Arabic with Egyptian colloquial Arabic. Both.
Yes, it's it's the perfect kind of Arabic to mix between the two. But I don't think that I'd be into that because I got my target audience and I got my audience in something specific. So I don't like to like jump into another thing. I think the
You want to
market
take it
is
step
tough.
by step.
How
Yes.
are you doing at university? I mean, is there a chance that you would stay with that career and become like a professor or stuff? I mean, is that one of the potential scenarios for you?
Not really, not at my not at my university right now, but I am thinking about if I want to do masters, I'm gonna do it in creative writing as well. So it's not in Egypt right now. Any master is related to the creative writing, unfortunately. So I think it's gonna be outside Egypt if I went for this choice.
Well, we wish you best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Zaky, student at the Faculty of Mass Communication, Cairo University, and
Thank you.
writer. Best of luck for the novel and best of luck with the graduation.
Thank you so
very
much.
much for being
Thank
with
you
us.
so much.
Thank
It's been
you,
a
Maria. We've
pleasure.
enjoyed having you. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. We'll be right back after a short break.